Hey guys, I'm Zu.
I'm Dela.
So BTS recently released their new MV. It's called Spring Day.
So originally we actually want to do a reaction video on their new MV, but we didn't really wait that long, so we watched it and we saw it's better for us to do a kind of like a review and like comprehension our thoughts on the video, because we think the music video itself has a lot of meaning. We want to discuss about it and to tell you guys what we think about it.
Yes. So we have to say that these are just our own predictions and thoughts about their MV. So please take it easy. It doesn't represent any real life thing.
Please understand it is our opinion.
Yes. Don't take it really seriously. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. So for me, I think this part is like Taehyun is missing his friends and he's waiting the train to come. It's more like he's the one alive after the events. So it's like a flashback thing. And he's like introducing us to see what happened in the past.
So for me, it's actually when you're like really close to the railway, you can actually hear like, is there a train like coming from? You use this kind of action to memorize.
It's actually interesting that in the background there is actually the sound of the train coming. And then the story started. And then there's the scene where Rat Monster is entering a house. There is an Omelas sign on the house. And Omelas is a novel that is about Tokyo place where people live happily but they ignore the fact that there is a child suffering. And then the way that he is actually entering, not leaving out, is representing
like entering the ideal.
Yes. And this part, he's passing by Jungkook. So means that Jungkook is already in the society. Yes, and this place where he's having fun with his friends. Yes, and this part is
kind of significant.
Yes, in our opinion. So we have to see that there are lots of ways and types of stories that might going on in here, and we cannot like be 100% sure. There's no way that we can know about that. So one version of the story might be is that Jin is the only one that's alive in this like universe, in this scene, and the way that he stays at the bottom and then others still going up the stairs, meaning that he can't move on. He's still in his bad memories about the loss of his friends, and the gesture that he's having is like looking through a picture or photo, or actually like taking photos of his friends. So in my version, it's like he stays there, he stays in his memory, he can move on, but like others, the time is still going.
I don't want to say it's like life or death, like death. It's a little bit
too heavy.
Yeah, so also you can see in this scene, very interestingly, Jimin is looking down. It's like you live in the reality, but you can also go back to your memory.
Yeah, the part when Jimin actually looks down at him is pretty interesting. And there's Taehyun deciding to walk alone to find his friends. Maybe in the memory or something. And then we have these cute little scenes where they're like having fun together. Oh, and I forgot, I'm more into the live dead kind of scenario settings, so I like stuck to that setting for now. And then here we have J-Hope and Jimin sleeping together, like eye closed and then lying together, where Taehyun at first have his eye open but then closed. So it's maybe like a prediction about Jimin and J-Hope is already dead. And then Taehyun is, as I mentioned before, he's like the only one alive. And then right now, he's missing his friends. And then he wanted to like be with them together. So he tries to close his eyes as well, but like not suicide though. Presenting that he's missing them, he wanted to join them. And the group photo where they might be celebrating someone's birthday or something, their faces are really fascinating.
Yeah, it seems like everyone's like just the lack of facial expression.
Yes, interesting because it's supposed to be like a celebrating scene, but we still don't know like why it'll happen, but it's just like a little thing that we can point out. And then this place where Jimin found a pair of shoes near the beach. And this place, as you remember, like a few seconds ago, Taehyun and Ramon are still chatting together happily, but like afterwards, Ramon has his eyes closed and then lean on to Taehyun's shoulder, while Taehyun has, I'll say, more like a side face or like mooring missing face. It's more like Ramon is, dead, and then Taehyun is missing him. And this place where Jean looks back at the washing machine, where those clothes are turning, spinning, and the water inside especially, makes me think of the event that happened in Korea a while ago, the ferry tragedy.
Yeah, that might be the main.
Yes, that might be something that they want to touch on, but we don't know. We're not sure. And the point is that we're not 100% sure about why the event happened and then what's going on in the event. So we're not going to put any comments about that.
It's like a lot of elements in our thing.
Yeah.
Seems
to have a connection. The stickers on the washing machine, it actually said, don't forget.
Even the memory.
Their friends, their family. And this place where Jean is looking back, the camera is actually shooting from inside the machine. It's like the circle. It's like the
face. The round that kind of shape we know.
Yeah, that might be one thing. And then this place. I really like this scene. Yeah, the spotlight, it's more like a rescue team's light that they're having.
On the helicopter.
Yeah.
And they fly above and then they shoot a light down.
Yeah, down.
To search people.
Yeah, and then the whole black background, it's more like a deep ocean. It's all black. And, and then the clothes is really like representing the people.
The victims.
Yes.
The victims.
Clothes of mountain is actually
Piece from a
Christian Bolteski.
Yeah, the artist.
Yes, and it's called Personas. He's interested in making his art piece to be memorial to events and tragedies and things. So when BTS have these similar kind of art inside their MV, it makes us think about maybe there is a connection with.
So from our previous thoughts upon the video, also in this art, particular art installation from the artists, they all represent memorial. So we think this whole music video is about memorial.
And then interesting thing is the lyrics that Suga Yoongi is saying is, yes, I hate you left me. So it's more like he is one of the victims and then he's speaking out for them, maybe, because he's like palling in one of those clothes. Yeah, I said, I miss you, but I'll erase you. And this very important and meaningful scene where Jungkook stands in front of these marijuana? It's not.
I don't know. It's just like a. I don't know.
We don't know
what
this
see
is.
those kind of.
Okay, so he's standing in front of there when he stands alone and other people were walking by. The interesting part is that there is yellow ribbons tied on those equipment.
Is
one
it?
of yes. There is the yellow ribbon.
Detailed.
Yeah, and then because that is very significant because the yellow ribbon is like one of the significant symbol
yeah.
of the fairy event. So that might be another point where they have like a connection between. And
oh yeah, it is.
yes, right? And then I think their MV is not just about like the fairy events, but like about, I don't know, maybe other things. The one that's with the white sweater and black stripes, this Jungkook, for me is he's like one of the students or the victims, but he doesn't know that he's dead. So he stays there while others are like knowing the fact or something, or maybe just they can't see him because he's already dead, but he doesn't know that. Afterwards, when he like finally realized that the fact that he might not be there, and he joined the crowd. And then they changed to the scene where Jean is there, still there, alone down the stairs, but others had disappeared. And then we're having like another Jungkook appearing,
Yeah.
finding something, maybe finding his friends or finding the fact. And then while they're running,
oh, this part.
yes, this part is
I'm gonna talk about it. So
it is really cool.
you can see why we're always talking about different Jungkook.
Yeah.
It's like so he's wearing definitely different clothing with the
Yes,
other
and different hairstyle.
Yeah. So as we said previously, the Jungkook on the train, he's already in the ideal place.
Yes. He's
Yeah.
leaving his ideal place.
So as you can see, when they finally enter a place, maybe it's like an exit or somewhere, but the train can buy, and it just stuck them there. And as you can see, the Jungkook in the ideal train on the train, they actually
Jungkook.
they actually saw each other.
Yes. So it's not a parallel universal or
No,
something.
so we actually think maybe it's like the ideal and the reality just merged together. It just means maybe the theme of the music video just memorial to remember. Yeah, because ideal is ideal, reality is reality, and the only thing you can keep both together is
through
just
memory.
through memory. So you just to remember it.
But as you can see, we have like so many versions of predictions. So that's one version of like the reality.
So what do you think about it?
For me, I'm still sticking to the settings of Dad and Liar. So the striped sweater Jungkook that's on the train where he's staying in Umilas and we got that information when Ratmon passed by him. So he's like the one that doesn't know he's dead. Sorry, I have to like sing that again. And then when this new Jungkook, the curly hair Jungkook saw him, and so at this point when the train passed by, he noticed the fact that he's actually dead. This scene wherein Jungkook starts to close his eyes, and then Redmon has his head down. It's like showing us that they're all victims of some events. And then the lyrics said, "No darkness, no season can last forever."
And
where Jungkook when
match.
Jungkook has that match at first is lighting up, and then he has no friends and none of his hyuns are at his back. But like when another action he did, and then again his strong appears, and we actually found out that the rewind action is not that he has this match again or something, but it's actually a rewind. So. And then
the installation again.
Yes, it's like above the clouds, or like a heaven place.
Ideal.
As we said before, those clothes might be presenting the dead people, the victims, and having them like above the clouds might be like showing this is actually the place of. And with those cherry blossoms going on and the pretty scene, it's like. So it's more like having hope.
Yeah, it is.
The light.
The positive,
So it's like different from the scenes that we had before about like sadness and more. Right now, cherry blossoms, and Jungkook opened his eyes, found that all his friends, his brothers, are actually on the train with him together. It's more like that he noticed that he's not always alone, like you don't walk alone. So he's not afraid anymore. And that's to me. The video ended where they have a pair of shoes hanging on the tree. Was holding on like throughout the whole video. I found that there's like way of saying that when shoes are hung up the trees in Korea, it's like representing about graduation or death. I'm not sure about that, but I did hear someone talking about that.
Pretty much the same. For me, it's just like so you can see when you're wearing a shoe, it definitely representing you have to walk, you have to go somewhere, and then so when you stop and hang like your shoe on the tree, that means you stop walking, you stop like just stop there. So also it just the stuff of the moment, and then
so it makes us think about like maybe track in time or something.
As actor for me, well, I know there's a lot of series about the music video, but for me, like personally, because we love BTS and then we appreciate their music and also their music videos, I just want to say that either way, like which particular event or like music video
Yeah, the music video
meaning
itself.
but for us, they're actually telling us just to if there's a really important like memory like in your life or do some moment you wanted to remember, just remember it. Just don't forget about it, and then just keep the beautiful memory.
Yeah, I feel like this song is more like to the survivors and the victims' family members. So it's like telling them that you don't walk alone, like they're always gonna be with you together. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you have someone like special in your life, just hold their hand and just
Don't
cherish them.
regret.
Yeah. You never walk alone.
Yeah, oh my god, I really love that. Like, actually, like, before I watched the MV, so they have like the teaser, right? Where the teaser, they only have, I think, Jungkook and Jimin were like staring at the camera, and I found out that their lip color is very pale. Yeah, it's not like the actually pink that I used to have, and that I don't know, that might be some meaningful thing. I don't know, like we're just here trying to guess what he wants us to think about, but yes.
Yeah, so that's pretty much our thoughts on the music video, and then
That's it for today.
yeah, so we are excited to meet not today.
Yeah, we're excited about the new release for Not Today. Oh my god.
Not today.
Yes.
Not today.
We are so excited about their dance. Please give us more live dances and dance practice and everything, please. And yeah, so that's our video about Spring Day today.
Thank you guys for watching it,
And we might
see you again very soon. Yeah,
Yes.
send you the video.
for a reaction video on Not Today.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Taehyun. Wait, it's not.
Because they're together.
Oh, so Taehyun actually joined afterwards.
Well, they're together.
Okay, we don't know now.
Okay, that's
We don't know
okay.
now.